people's needs in the community. More
What do you
more.
do on a meeting-to-meeting basis, though? What do you do for the
What?
meetings?
At the meeting?
Yeah, tell us what you do. Like you
Oh.
go there and you set up everything with all your decorations.
Okay, okay. To tell you the truth, I've got, like my grandchildren used to tell me years ago, I'm an older person now as I'm being interviewed for all of this, but I have a room upstairs, which a lot of you people have, and in it I have everything under the sun to decorate, from trolls to witches to angels and on and on. And I said, it isn't a meeting that we have. I said, it's decorating the tables and making them feel loved and feeling that they're wanted and needed and really having a feeling
Making them feel a part of something.
A part of something. You said it. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Great. That's great. What's been the biggest reward for yourself, being a part and meeting all these people?
I can't begin to tell you. I can't even, inside of me, begin to tell you how much all of these years, these 30 years, have been in my life. And my daughter would say to me, when I tell her that, you know, Karen, my daughter's name, Karen, I would tell her, you know, Karen, to be needed is the greatest thing in the world. And she'd say, which is only natural, Mother, you're needed, we love you. Remember now, I'm telling you this, in our community, and I don't want you to ever forget it, there's a different kind of need. It's a need for people that are lonely and unhappy and a feeling that somebody loves them and cares and shares with them.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them don't have that.
They don't have it. They don't have it. And that's what these people have. And I don't think there are many people that we've had in our organization that do not feel caring, sharing, and loving, and being loved for.
And that's what friendship's all about.
That's what it's all about. It isn't, I don't want it to be a club, but it has to be through the state and all. It's a family. We love each other. We love each other. And when somebody leaves us in death, we miss them. We love them. But this goes on and on. There's something that's so close that binds us. And most of all, we realize that it's in our meetings, it's our love for the Lord. The Lord that's brought this all about for us. Okay. Loved you, Hansi, today. You just made it. I kept thinking, I worried about it a little bit and wondered, but you know, your idea of having them so they each got a chance around the whole place, no matter what you had given them up there, they all wouldn't have been a part of it.
Mm-mm.
No, but you gave them a chance to say something that they had in their hearts. And so many had a lot to say. Others didn't. But they knew that they had such a special interest in that I don't know how you thought of that, but it was such a great idea because we didn't have enough time for any activity. I mean, as far as matching and doing things.
Mm-hmm.
But that ask your name and what you're thankful for. Did it.
I thought they liked that.
Oh, they loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Hansi, it made it do, you really hit it. I thought at the time, I thought, you said it.
Yeah.
To have them think about what it's all about. They aren't that foolish that they don't know.
How does it make you feel that some of them have said that their faith in the Lord or something, that they didn't have that before they started with the club, and then through meeting you and going to the club, they have a faith in the Lord now?
Well, I know, that was a few of them. But even so, many of them feel that way inside, but they can't express themselves. But, but it's a feeling inside that these people have, that somebody loves them.
Mm-hmm.
Caring, sharing, and loving. This is what I've had for 30 years in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Your grandfather wasn't too pleased lots of times, but I loved it. It's my life.
He was around when you started the club.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. And I was on the welfare board. And
Did you have people say, you know, what are you doing that for? Or anything like detractors that would belittle it or anything like that?
What?
Did you have any people that would belittle it and
Oh,
say,
no.
oh, you'd never?
No, never. Never to me. I don't know what they thought about otherwise. But it didn't make any difference at all as far as, I never heard a comment like that. And you see, it was under doctor's supervision too. I insisted on that nobody could, we would have been swamped. People, lonely people in this town, look at them.
How did you feel about it when you won the Merit 1981 or 82? You won the Merit Mother of the Year award.
Oh.
And that was well, part of it was a lot of things you do, charitable things outside the Friendship Club, but a lot of it had to do with the fact the Friendship Club. How'd you feel about that?
No, you know, all along I hated it. I can tell you the truth. I really didn't like it because I felt I knew so many people that had done so much. We know people in a small community, Hansi, and these people weren't educated like I was. My father was prominent, which helped me, and so many things helped me to get a lot of these awards. But these people had not had these chances. They could have done it,
Mm-hmm.
but it all depends upon your circumstances. And I never felt that there were too many people worthy of this. I hate a small town for that reason. In fact, when I got the awards for Merit Mothers, they insisted then that something should be done for me here in Thief River.
Mm-hmm.
And Clarice was the one that put my name in and got the pastor and everybody to. I didn't have anything to do with it. I just gotten out of the hospital.
That's
I was
right.
sick at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Clarice took me to Minneapolis. But nothing to do with it at all as far as I was concerned.
Mm-mm.
And a lot of people could have qualified for this as far as what they've done in the community, but have never had a chance. Never.
It was a nice way to say thanks to you, though, for what you'd done, which was a lot.
It was wonderful. It was
Mhm.
wonderful for me. Really was. And now I also had another honor not too long ago. A young fellow that came over to the house, and at that time I had been chosen to go to the fair with everything paid. I had had that honor before.
With all the Friendship Club?
Not through Friendship Club.
I mean,
This
you
is
could just go to the
another-
fair and spend anything you wanted.
Yeah, this is another thing that happened. And he came over. I got a beautiful letter from he and his wife. They couldn't believe it
Mm-hmm.
because they said, "My stars, here you are again," and not you won't. I said, "Take it the second time." And they said, "Yes, but you were voted on in a group, and they want you to have it again. This is Outstanding Citizen in Thief River." That's just about a year ago. And I said, I wouldn't even think of it. I said, "I've had it once." And so his wife wrote me a beautiful letter. And then afterwards, a woman from out of town got it. And she got up. You know what she did? Of course, when I got it the first time, I didn't go out to the fair as I should have done, and had the recognition out of the county fair, the Pennington County Fair. Woman of the Year, Man of the Year. I got that years ago. Oh, I've had more recognition. And I didn't go out there because I was gone at the time, so it worked out fine. Mm-hmm. But I got a sum of money from the whatever it was, and so and at that time then Goodern took me out, and it was just goofy. We didn't enjoy it at all, but I went, and everything worked out fine. But when I came back again, or the next time this happened to me, this woman from another town, you see, their districts and all, she got it because I wouldn't take it. And Shannon today, Shannon told me some time ago, she said, Val, she said, everybody wanted you to, again. And I said, Shannon, I had it. She, well, they wanted you to have it again. And I said, no way. And she said, you know what happened? When this person got it, she was so thrilled. She took up about at least 20 or half an hour. She had all her family lined up. She had them all get up at the county fair to be with her.
Oh my goodness.
She had all of them. She's from out of town.
That's great.
She was so thrilled. And the family was all there. She said, you wouldn't believe it.
Is there any moments in the last 30 years that stick out in your mind? Any kind of fun little story you want to share with the Friendship Club? Anything that sticks out?
Many. I couldn't even begin to talk about them. Oh, I've had so many. People that I've loved, people that have called me, people that have come over to the house and talked to me.
Art Heinze?
And shared. Oh, Art Heinze, he's been my special joy. I love him so. I've got to make him some more fudge. I've got to make, I'm not going to do it now. I'll do it when I come home. But he's so special. And he kept saying to me at our meetings, and I said, Art, I said, we are not meeting the way we should. He said, well, he said, you're good to me. You're good to me. He said, I tell you, he said, those meetings all the time. He said, when you decided, when your husband was so sick, he said, I went out of friendship for a while. Mm-hmm. And Art said, oh, I thought I was going crazy. He said, those meetings. And I said, well, everything's gone well. And he said, I know it. But he said, the thing is that all I prayed and hoped that somebody in this town could take your place. And I wondered who in the world it could be.
Grandma, tell a story about the nasty man story.
You mean with you?
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you. Well, you know, that day that you did all of those things, you were so great. I was so proud of you, and I was just bursting in the buttons. And I thought, oh gosh, this is wonderful. And then all of a sudden, because you had gotten people to come up there that I couldn't budge to come up. Mm-hmm. No, they wouldn't come up and do things for me or get up or say something, no. But everybody seemed to, well, I knew your personality. And then all of a sudden, I was standing by the door and I thought, oh, hallelujah, this is so beautiful. And congratulating myself on having such a wonderful grandson. And then all of a sudden, you got carried away, as you sometimes do, and this story came out. And I thought, I'm hearing things now. And at the beginning, I got a little instinct that something was happening. And I stood up and I looked at you and I just, and you never paid any attention. You just smiled at me. Went right on with the story. And a lot of them didn't get it. In fact, now when you people tell stories, sex stories, I don't get them at all. Because I never had that kind of sex. I don't know what that's all about. I mean it. I don't know what you're talking about. That's why I go to bed often, because
I think I told the joke. I think I said, "What the left ball say the right ball?"
What? What? What did you say?
I think I told the joke. Would the left ball say the right ball?
Yeah.
The guy in the middle's a real dick.
I don't even get that. See, I don't get all this stuff, and I don't want to get it. But it's gone.
So anyway, Bernice heard that.
What?
Bernice.
She heard it.
Yeah, remember?
Did you say that today?
No. Then that story though. Then she said, remember? What did she say when I told that joke?
Is that what you said to them? Well, how did she
No.
get?
Remember, like, years ago when I told that joke, and then everybody heard it, and then they laughed, and then Bernice came up to you afterwards.
Yes.
What did she say?
She said you got a dirty man. You got a dirty man.
No, nasty man.
Not dirty, nasty. That's a
She said,
word.
nasty man.
Nasty man. And I just smiled at her. I thought, get by. Gee.
That's right.
Oh, gee, she was something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she never was smiling. She'd go in the other room and look at all the stuff in the craft shop and come back again. And I'd let her wander here and there. But, what a gal. And now Irene, I got a letter from her daughter, and she gave me Irene's address. The place where she stayed, this woman was so good to her that every year, now I did it now in this last fall too, I gave her daughter clothes and stuff that I've had in the storeroom for years that I don't use anymore and stuff. And she loved it so, but she had a hard time with Irene. Irene's daughter lived in town, and they were really nasty to her about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And Irene's daughter her family, one of them was a garbage deal. And they didn't amount to a row of beans, if I hate to say it, but nothing at all. But I know I'm sure she hated to leave. But now I've got that little deal, and so when I come now to Karen's, I'm just gonna enclose a little money.
So tell us about when you go to your daughter Karen's. What is that like for you to go there?
To Karen's?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be lonesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know I am, because I have all these people here in Thief River that call me, love me.
But it's good for you.
But there's something you wouldn't understand with mother and daughter, because Karen is a love of my life.
Mm-hmm.
She is so close to me, and her love for me, and when she was younger, she wasn't easy, because she was very popular, and a lot of times she'd get mad at me, and they'd have parties here, and Dad and I'd sit upstairs, and if the lights were down, I'd come down, and it wasn't easy for her lots of times, but she realizes that through our lives. But now we are like this. I understand her, but I do worry about her. I don't like these gals that she is so committed to, like Carol. And Carol, like Karen said, thinks the world of you. She said, I can't believe a mother like you have. talks, and I know, and I love Carol, but I hate it that she is so possessed with Carol on the going out to the not the arena, but this place where they gamble.
The casino.
The casino.
Yeah.
Well, of course, Karen now has it so that they
Language.
They go half and half.
Yeah. Yeah, and smoking.
But and smoking, and here's Susie. Here she is, Jane, Susie, and Carol.
Mm-hmm.
Constantly. That's all they do. Is just constantly, and that's it. But like Karen said, Mother, if you come and live with me, I'll quit. I promise it. Well, I don't like to give up everything. I don't know how many years I have left, but I still love people in Thief River.
Yes, you do.
So, I don't know.
It's a tough decision. But it's inevitable, I think, sooner or later.
Oh, of course it is. At my age, and my prayer is that the Lord forgives me in thought, word, and deed, because boy, I sin every day, and I am not worthy of His great love and forgiveness, but He gives it to me. And I know no matter what I do or say, that He's going to forgive me for it. But boy, I can have some rotten thoughts sometimes about people and being mad about something, and there you go. But Hansi, I'm so thrilled. What I wanted to talk to you about without your darling wife. Oh, I love her. She is so special. That you are going to go into her church.
Oh yeah.
Well, it took you a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I can see that.
But I found a nice modern Catholic church that I like.
Exactly. And Hansi, what's the difference?
No, it's the big picture that counts.
Oh, it's so silly. This whole big picture. Good Lord, the Lord made us all. This foolishness with all these different... I can't stand it.
That's right.
Hate it. And like my father and mother came around. Oh, absolutely. Rita, my uncle's wife, my father was so upset with him because she was Catholic. He made her give up her church for him, and he never went to church. Oh, my father was so upset. He said her wings are gone. Not her wings, but out of water. But she had nothing left. But
A fish out of water?
Fish out of water, but nothing. So, you see, my father absolutely had nothing like this against the Catholics. We're all the same. What are we fussing about?
That's right.
Gee.
That's right.
Doctrines. It doesn't mean one darn thing.
You want to say one more thing before we go to bed?
What?
I don't know, anything you'd like.
What?
A little parting message for everybody out there.
What?
A parting message. Here we go in Thief River. Chommie's home. Let's take a look around here a little bit. Books and shelves galore. There's Chommie over there. That's the TV room. But here we have as you walk in the front entrance, there is a stained glass window with the door, of course. And as you look over here to your immediate left as you walk in, creatures galore.
She said, will you stay and have some coffee?
Little guy, little guy.
And she said, well, just for a minute. I'd love to have you see her.
More creatures. There's the cat people.
It's absolutely...
This guy's got a little pig on him.
I wanted to call the university women because, I get my house done by them, and they charge, And she said, no way. But
Bradley.